Hi, folks. Suzanne Stonefeather here again. Good day to you. 4:06 on the 7th of January. Good night. Time's flying by. So last time I was talking about, I've reached going up to grade 9 now, and that mindfulness and meditation, chakras, energy manners, and etherics should be taught to us by this time for sure. If not before. And as I keep harping on, we need to learn about everything, really. They're just making life so complicated out there that a person can hardly live a good life anymore. So much pressures and demands, especially on the young folks. And everybody thinks that they got to be a busy human doing when that is incorrect. Your goal is to be a human being. Live in a good way and live a good life. So, in Whitehorse in the early 70s, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of money around. There was, a lot of work going on, a lot of construction, road construction, mining, different things like that. The place was opening up. So there was a lot of money floating around up there. When I was in high school, the guys were working and making tons of money in the summer, and, their cars and their trucks and all those things we used to hot rod around. It was a lot of fun. It was also the most difficult years as well, 9, 10, 11, 12. I didn't enjoy school very much. I didn't enjoy the boring curriculum. I did like, as I mentioned before, the sports and the foods, and then I really enjoyed sciences and history, English, which I am pretty good at. But, some of the teachers needed some help there. The math teacher was terrible. That I had anyways, and therefore I did not enjoy math. And there were a few other teachers around that were not the best as heck. We used to pick them up hitchhiking to school after they'd been partying all night long, still in the same clothes they left class in the day before. Take them back to school so they could teach us. Funny. Those were the good old days when the teachers partied with the students, I guess. Or some teachers did. But, as I said, I did a sports, and that helped me out a lot. And even then, I still was pretty mixed up. Didn't know what was going on. Didn't have any shields to protect me from everybody's energy. My pussycat, Luna, here. And I didn't go to school hardly. I went half time, which got me in trouble. They wanted to kick me out because I wouldn't go. But I still got all my work done, and I still got all my tests done, my reports done, and I still had a BA average. I just didn't see why I had to sit in there every single day when I already got all the work done. But anyway, apparently that's not the way it works. And then I did quite well in volleyball. Probably could have had a scholarship on it if I had buckled down and paid attention. I played badminton in the Arctic Winter Games. I played volleyball in the provincial games. I played soccer in the provincial games. I played baseball at the provincial national level. I rode my bike. I lifted weights. I swam every day before school, 5:30 in the morning. And then I worked out, around 3 miles, and then had a shower and was ready for school by 9 o'clock. That's how I coped with the bullshit around me. My mother and father were struggling their own selves, doing their own thing, trying to make a living for us. And plus, Dad was emotionally repressed, and my mom was also. So that was We had good laughs and, stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But it was an incorrect, energetic, dysfunctional family. I never really figured that out until much, much later into my adult years when we talked about multi-generational trauma done by the residential schools. Since I had three generations of my family in some type of residential or religious school, that then explained a whole lot to me about the lack of empathy and understanding, the inability to communicate correctly. That happened in our family. And I'm sure many others, people up north or anybody across the world who has experienced trauma in their lives, multi-generational trauma. There's many, many great-grandmothers out there raising their great-grandchildren because of the trauma that has been done to the grandmothers and the parents. That has trickled down through the generation, as I said way a long time ago, the beginning of all this. Right? How can you parent if you've never been parented? How can you parent when your culture has been beaten out of you? How can you parent when everything's a restriction and you're full of fear and doubt? How can you parent properly? You can't even parent your own self. Everybody needs to learn how to parent themselves. Just saying, guys. Heck, it's been a learning process for me since, 20 years now. I've been working on parenting myself. And it's a lot of work. It's a big job. But you can't sit around in your shitty fucking diapers, wallow in the crap all your life long. It's nobody's fault but your own. Right? When we are children and we are innocent, it is not our fault, and we are not to blame when somebody plays a manipulative power over game on us. But as you grow older and learn, you have the free will and choice not to power over and manipulate and be a fucking prick to other people. Or dupe them. Be deceitful. Heaven knows I've had a ton of that in my life. Duping and deceit everywhere, even now. I had a friend who thought it was my lifelong friend. Turns out, no. So sad and disappointed today. So very disappointed. I'm having a Sleeman's Honey Brown. It doesn't have hardly any crap in it. And one is good. Just one. I'm not big on the drink, or cigarettes, or hard drugs, or anything like that. I am a believer in the power of THC and hemp on many levels. Whether it's edibles or Phoenix tears or medicine that you smoke. Whether it's hempcrete, ropes are clothes, planes are buildings, paper, toilet paper. Hemp is the answer. Killing all the sentient beings on our planet, called trees. All this stuff I'm talking about. When you're in grade 9 to 12, you should fucking know. Extinct means extinct, asshole. Okay? Cutting down the trees, it's just taking away your oxygen. No trees, no humans. No bees, no humans. No birds and animals, no fucking humans. No oceans, no humans. We depend on this planet. The planet does not depend on us. We are expendable. Get that through your heads. If we disappeared off of this planet tomorrow, as a race, there would be cheers and joy and euphoria from one pole to the other. by all those beings on this planet that inhabit it as well as us. We are the window-licking slime eaters. We're so fucking arrogant in our ignorance that we think we're first when actually we're last. It has been my experience as a very gifted mystic psychic that everything on this planet is much farther along on their spiritual journey and their evolution than we are. But because we're so ignorant, warmongering little shits, we think we're the bomb. Fuck you. You only see 1% of the fucking universe, maybe up to 3 if you're lucky. And you think you're the shit. Grow up. Really. Take a look around you. Everything on this planet is farther ahead spiritually than us. Hateful, greedy, warmongering, tainted, jabbed up toxic skin bags called humans are wrecking everything. It's the truth, and I don't fucking care if you don't like to hear it. Don't fucking listen. Right? No wonder the kids from grade 9 to 12 are all disappointed, delusioned, doing meth and crack and fentanyl and any other fucking thing they can get their hands on. I smoked weed from grade 9 to 12. Was never interested in all that other stuff, thank the Great Spirit. You know, we have the capability to make this place a healthy, beautiful, loving place to live. We are the only ones on this planet that work for money, that pay for things. Who thought that shit up? Nobody else does. You learn how to do it, you work for it, you make it, you barter for it. Barter is the best. I know how to do this, you know how to do that. Let's exchange. No money needed. Right? I need a cord of wood. You want to learn how to play the guitar? I'll teach you how to play the guitar. You go get me a cord or 2 of wood. Perfect. I raised chicken, you got a moose. I'll trade you 12 chickens for a quarter of a moose leg, or for a moose leg, moose shoulder, quarter. Perfect. I make goddamn good pickles and wine. I'll trade you for jam and an antipasto. Like, come on, guys. Really. And then they charge us up the ass. The quality has gone downhill. The portions are smaller. They think we don't see. The fucking boxes are smaller. Or the boxes are the same size, but the stuff inside is smaller. And they charge you just the same, or if not more. Like, come on, guys, really. Fuck. You know? And the children think that this is the way it is. Poor little kids that grew and came through in COVID. No faces to look at, no hugs, no kisses, no one-to-one bodies that they need to bond and open their little hearts and their minds. Shut down and repressed and aggressive. That's what a lot of children are these days. put on pills if they show any excitement about anything, different behavior than others. Maybe they're really, really gifted. Maybe they're a psychic like me and just don't fucking get it. Get all battered around and making bad choices. Maybe they're super sensitive like me and they get battered all around by all the fucking energy being puked all over the school. With everybody so rude. Like, stop with all the pills and the bullshit, guys. And stop with the food colors. Stop with the fake food. Stop with the artificial crap. And guess what? You'll see that your children will feel, look, and behave much better. I know when I eat fucking food colors and especially red and Skittles and fucking shit like that, I get irrational, I get irritated, I get weepy, I get bloaty, farty, restless legs, headaches, rashes. So feed your children all that fucking crap and then run over to the doctor and put them on some goddamn antidepressants and some Ritalin and some whatever fucking else is out there. Such bullshit. Feed your children real food, proper supplements. Get them on a protein shake and a green drink. Heaven knows none of the food out there, especially if you're feeding them fucking pizza pops and shit's got no nutrition in it whatsoever. The food they grow out there these days is 23% less nutrition than it was a decade ago. They've GMO'd the crap out of it. They force grow it. They pick it and spray it, and so it doesn't ripen. They do all kinds of things to it. I've been a chef for 25 years plus. I do have an understanding of what I'm talking about. Feed them real food. Go take a cooking course. Take a cooking course with your child. Take your Jesus. Like, really? That fake crap is ruining your children. Lock that in to the Rolodex. Okay? Inactivity. No cognitive stimulation other than fucking games and crap on their phone and iPads. Shit food that has no nutritional value. And as I was saying, fresh food these days has no value in it. Unfortunately, I know as a chef that frozen food is more nutritional for us these days. Your frozen veggies that you get in the store have been picked and flash frozen. They retain their nutrients better than the fucking apples and whatever from Peru and Bolivia and Timbuktu. In the old days, when what is good for us as human beings is you eat what is grown within 100 miles of the area that you live, so that your body can become accustomed to what's around there. Eat the honey from there to help yourself with any allergies to trees or pollens or anything that are out there. The honey will help with that. You eat the foods that were grown and cultivated around where you were born because that's what your body is used to. You eat winter foods in winter and summer foods in summer. Don't mix up the carbohydrates and the proteins too much. Cut out that goddamn cheap wonder what the fuck is in it bread. For yourself and for your children. Hopefully by grade 9, 10, 11, 12, they'll be able to learn how to cook something nutrition for their own self. Many, many kids out there are awesome cooks and have a lot of knowledge. Heck, I started baking 2 or 3 layer cakes. By the time I was 12 or 13, I was making fudge, homemade 3-layer cakes, and all that stuff by scratch, cooking, making omelets for me and my sister, chefing. When I was 7, 8 years old, I had an easy bake oven and started baking cakes then. Like, teach your children about more than Uber and whatever else those goddamn things are that deliver food to your house. You know? And if they are going to do services like that, then teach them to pick something that will actually feed their body and their brain instead of causing it distress. 10, 11, 12, that's a busy, hard time in children's lives. Grade 9, I was still at Jekyll. Grade 10, 11, 12, I did at F.H. Collins. Both of them are shit schools. Yeah, especially Jekyll, as I mentioned. Bunch of boxes all put together with no fucking windows or nothing in it. Really just ridiculous what they did. I think it's even still there. It was brand new when I was in grade 8, 40 years ago. Yeah. F.H. Collins is new, though. They've got a new F.H. Collins. But, yeah. So it's starting to darken down, snowing out a little bit. Yeah. Spring will be coming. Days are getting lighter. Nice. That's really nice. So yeah, when I was in grade 8 and grade 9, well, grade 9 I was still at George Allen Jekyll. I was really enjoying, at that point, I learned bodybuilding. Weight training. We had a couple of weeks of weight training, grade 8 or 9. And I just fell in love with it. I really liked it. It was something I could do, me for me against me. So I became very interested in going to the gym and learning about that. So I used to run and swim, and then I got into the bodybuilding. The time I was 15 or 16 years old, I was built like a brick shithouse. In my 20s and 30s, yeah, extremely fit. 17% body fat for 20 years. Now I'm a town muffin. But I digress, guys. Anyway, it's been a stressful day today for me, and I just wasn't going to do this. I just thought I'd better pop on. Look at my hair sticking up here. Thought I'd pop on and say hi and hope everybody's doing well and made it through the first week of January and getting ready to move on. And I'm just really pleased that I've started to step out here a little bit and share my knowledge with you. So, I'm telling my life journey and stories here, and then want to go back and kind of break it up into segments. And then not too sure where to start putting in all the supernatural phenomena that's been happening to myself since I was about 3 years old when I first met the ETs, or they first met me. So I'm a being that has been in contact with them all my life long. I watch all this stuff out there. Oh, is there intelligent life? Oh, are there ETs? Oh, are there this and that, the other damn thing? Yes, we've been here for a very long time. We're here amongst you. All this bullshit about are they coming and it's going to upset humanity and we'll have to rewrite history and yada, 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 yada. How arrogant are you to think that your sorry ass is the only human beings type throughout the multiverses? Shit, I've met at least 14 different types of beings, my own self personally. because I'm open-minded, open-hearted, powerful, mystic, psychic, supernatural being, and they've been coming to me all my life long. I see them, I speak with them, I work with them. They come to my home. Like, come on, guys, really. You just believe so much bullshit. Somebody was trying to say, oh, well, angels can be evil. There's no ETs. We're the top of the food chain. Wah, 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 wah. God is a man-made fucking concept. So there is a holy sacred source that governs the all. And it has nothing to do with fucking Christianity and Catholicism and anything that man has written down and made up. That is just done in order to manipulate and power over. That's why they killed 13 million women and men, in order to knock out the matriarchal system and bring in the patriarchy. Warmongering, good for nothing assholes. Been doing nothing but killing. We had thousands of years of peace in the matriarchal system. We have not had a fucking day of peace since the patriarchal system killed everybody to take it over. People need to take a look back in history and take a look around the world. What is working around the world? What works around the world? Can we not bring it here and see if it works here as well? No. We've got to fumble around and fuck it all up and do it all wrong. And then maybe come to the same conclusion as somebody else did years ago someplace else. It's supposed to be a global community. Can you not take the things that are good and working from around the world, like no homelessness in Norway, etc., and apply that principle to everywhere? Global technology. Why do we allow fucking assholes like Putin and all you warmongering pricks to play war games? Why? There's billions of us on this planet. They work for us. What the hell is wrong with you people? Look what you're doing to the children. Look what you've done to yourselves and this earth. I'm so fucking disappointed today in everything. This world, my friend, who's not my friend, everything. Yep. So I say, by grade 9, 10, 11, 12, oh my gosh, they should know. What is it? Repeat after me. Mindfulness, meditation, chakras, etheric and energetic manners, how to cook proper foods for themselves, or at least have access to nutritional proper foods for themselves so they can grow their brains and muscles. Some omega-3, 6, 9s would be really, really good. Proteins and greens, and you can get all that in one shake. Then if they don't want to eat or have hot dogs or whatever, that's fine, because they've already had all the nutrition that their form will need for the day. Any other human food is just icing on the cake. There are some wonderful, wonderful products out there, supplemental products out there that work for everybody. There's so many of them. So you can find stuff that works properly for your form. And the children's form may not be the same as yours. They may need a different type of a protein. I myself can't eat those pea proteins. They do not agree with me. Some folks can't do it. So I use the whey and other things, brown rice, etc. But the peas are not my friend. Don't feed your children so much wheat. GMO'd floor sweeping crap is what that stuff is these days. Fortunately, they want to charge you an arm and a goddamn leg for the real stuff, the stone ground and unbleached and organic, etc. You know, they're just trying to make it hard for folks to feed themselves properly so they can keep you fucking slaves forever. You know. Work the 2 jobs and, pay off the mortgage and the credit card debt up the ass and got to send the kids to this college and that, and they got to wear these kind of shoes and pants, and they only want to eat popsicles and fucking pizza. Like, get over it. Be resourceful. Be diligent. Be kind to yourself. And love yourself. Remember. Teach the children well, because they're all we have. Heaven knows we fucked everything up big time. Sad truth, my dear, sad truth. If we went off this planet, other than a time of hardship for the domestic animals, which would soon be gone, they'd revert back to their normal, natural selves. And then there'd be a jumps for joy and a whole worldwide party. We got rid of the virus called humans. So stop thinking that you're all this and that, because you're not. You're an organism on this planet, just like the rest. You deserve respect unto your own self and others, as do they. It all can be done respectfully. Farming, mining, whatever, can be done respectfully. What they're doing now, absolute destruction. Sick food makes sick people. The fear energy and the fucking shit they put on the food makes sick people. I have a hell of a time eating human food as a high and holy being. It stresses me and distresses me. My body doesn't like it. I need clean, high vibrational foods with good energy to run the machine. You are what you eat. You are what you read. You are what you put around you. You are what you watch. You are what you think about. So clean it up. Clean it all up for yourself and those around you. Once you get out of the box, take charge of your own life, your own health, family, wealth, whatever. It only happens if you allow it. Whatever you allow will continue. And I'm talking to you, grown-ups, as I mentioned. Little children, coerced and bullied and manipulated. It is not their fault. But as an adult, if you choose to continue to disrespect and harm yourself, that is your choice. There is so much education out here nowadays, so much knowledge, that if you can't even be bothered to look up on how to properly take care of yourself, feed yourself, meditate, learn about energetics, keep on educating yourself till the day you die, that's your fault. That's your choice. Nobody else's. So no sitting around wallowing and whining in your shitty diapers. As an adult, it's up to you. Take the chance to make the choice to make change. If not this, something better. Remember to love yourself. Love yourself to wellness. It's the best way to get well. I used to, especially when I was bodybuilding. Suzanne, get it done. Jesus fucking. No, that's not how you do it. Love yourself to wellness. Tomorrow's another day. Even if, like today, like myself, I had a real fucking shitty day. I'm still here. My heart is still pure. I'm still a being of love. I'm still a being of power. I'm still the creator of my own universe. Though sometimes things happen that are outside of our control. And then what is the adult thing to do is how do you be proactive to it and not reactive? Living in reaction out of yourself about anything, everything around you is also incorrect. Look at this thing here. Okay, you want to be proactive. If somebody pushes your buttons and you react in the same old way, they know exactly what to do. If somebody pushes your buttons and you become proactive and do something different, then they have to change their behavior. And that creates a difference in the energy, creates change. So it's up to you. Be respectful and kind and loving to yourself first. And let that flow out around you. And even if somebody's been a fucking asshole to you today, there's always tomorrow. Don't let it get to you, guys. It's just a way to push you off center, push you emotionally off balance. You get mad. That's righteous. Take that righteous rage, place it properly, and use it correctly. Don't go off all guns loaded on your loved one or something because somebody at work or somebody in the grocery store pushed your buttons and then you puke your shit all over your family. That's incorrect as well. Right? So take all that righteous rage, take all that energy, place it correctly, bring it out and use it in situations that will benefit you and not cause you to feel shitty. Even talking about it, I can feel it vibrating through my form. Right here. I'll work with it and I'll take it and I meditate and I'll take it to the right place and place it there to be used correctly when a situation arises. That righteous rage needs to be brought forth. That doesn't mean I'm going to go off and yell and scream at my best friend because some asshole in the grocery store pissed me off. That's just childish and rude. Just saying. Deal with yourself, folks. Better yourself, better your children. Feed yourself proper nutrition. Feed them proper nutrition. Learn manners. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Help yourself. Remember that it's not all about the big bucks. That, as I said, your friend down the street might grow really good apples and you grow really good asparagus. So then you swap. And then they try to say, well, you can't grow gardens and you can't do this and you can't do that. You are not the boss of me and kiss my fucking ass, is what you should say. Nobody gets to boss you like that. I'm a sovereign state. If I want to grow fucking carrots in my lawn, I will. It's so ridiculous. Until we go, forward is okay. I mean, some of the technology stuff, don't get me wrong, is super, super helpful on many, many levels. But until we can bring some morals and common sense and values back into our lives, we're pretty well fucked. Just think about that. Love you, love yourselves, guys. Tell you mean it. Say you love it unto your own self. Until you mean it. You'll see the light come up in your eyes when yourself really believes yourself. It's a wonderful thing. I've been doing it for like 20 years. So let's love ourselves to wellness, and let's see if we can make this a better place, not only for ourselves, but for the folks that are coming up here behind us, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and every other being on this planet. Because this is not our planet. This is everybody's planet. Remember that. It's important. Cheers. Love ya.